Alrighty. Well, happy Friday. I am excited because we are going to scrap a little. I actually have this really fun challenge sketch that Red wanted me to create with. So we're going to be doing that, and it should be really, really fun. So grab some supplies. Hopefully you guys already planned ahead, or you're grabbing it now and coming back. We're also going to be doing some fun giveaways. I have a fun game we're going to try out. We'll see how it goes live. I'm not quite sure. You guys always know how this can go. It's like hit and miss as far as that goes. But we will see. We'll have some fun. Yes. So hey, Red, how are you? Okay. So Red, she saw this sketch. I believe that Brandy Baca, was it Red? It was a sketch that Brandy did, and one of the main things she was just wanting to see done with the sketch is kind of the choosing of the papers from all of these background mats that you see happening here, right? So you got your background layer here, and then you have another one, and there's even this other third layer here as well in the works. So you can kind of see that in it. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a pretty fun layout, I think. So so hopefully you guys are pulling out some supplies. Take the challenge yourself. If not today, then sometime soon. And of course, I always love to see your guys' versions of the different designs, so we can inspire each other, right? Okay. All righty. So let's get started. I'm trying to decide if I should keep the front view or not. I don't know here. I'm actually going to be playing with this paper photo play. I picked it up a little bit ago, and anyways, it's really fun. I'm going to wait till I take my pictures tomorrow for Halloween. So I'm going to be scrapbooking tonight without any pictures. I rarely ever do that, but I think it'll work out. It always works out, right? And so, yeah, so we're going to be doing that with this layout, but that's what I'm going to be working on anyhow. So let's get that going. Hello, Darlene. How are you guys? I'm also going to be using the haunted accessory set. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it comes with all of these elements that you see in here. It has a haunted house. Well, a house, I mean, you can turn it haunted, you can turn it into a gingerbread house, whatever you want. Really, again, change that paper, the look changes with it. But it also comes with the cat, the moon, the hat, candy corn, and then also this jack-o'-lantern. So this is a really, really fun set. So I'm excited to pull it out and get into the mood, right? Like embrace the mood. I was almost going to say Christmas Eve. No, Halloween Eve, Halloween Eve night. And so we're going to play a little spooky play, right? All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this. I forgot to do that. And then I'm going to start just jumping on in and creating. And I hope that you guys are going to be creating along with me. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go with the big view so you guys can see my hands nice and big. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll switch the view here. And there we go. All right. So let me pull those out. Whoops. Now I can see you guys. Okay, better. That's a lot better for me. I'll be able to multitask all the games and all of the different things. Hey, Don. Hey, Terry. Hey, Scrappy Chicks. I'm trying to remember. Yes. Renee, how are you? All right. Okay, guys, so to get started with, as I mentioned in this sketch, we are going to be using this as our springboard. And when I bought this paper, I actually bought really random papers with the mind, because the patterns were a little bit busier, I thought, you know what, it's simpler. It's simple enough to just pull in some black cardstock with this. I also thought it would be cute with like some cream cardstock or something in the background. But I really love how these colors kind of pop off of that black here. Let me look at the brown or the orange. I love how it pops with the black. So I'm going to be using that as my background sheet there. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be doing some fun giveaways and games and different things. So we're going to try a couple new tricks here, hopefully with the live, and all will work out well. I'll explain those games here in a minute. One of the things that are great, and I know that we've shared this before, you guys can see that, right? Everyone can see? Okay. Is that they really give you a nice springboard. Of course, this is not necessarily a Kiwi Lane. Let me see if I can see what sketch this is from. Like I said, I just grabbed it. Page maps. And it was requested to use this one. So it's a really fun sketch. But it's a great springboard, because then all you can simply do is, instead of maybe completely laying out your designer templates, you can kind of start to get a feel for where things are going to go, right? And so I'm going to pull in the pumpkins. I can definitely, you know, use the designer templates when I see little elements like this on my page. You can use other elements. Say you don't want to do a Halloween page, but you love this sketch. Just put whatever little accessories that you might want there instead. So flowers, or you know, ornaments for a holiday layout, or a little bracket or anything like that, right? You know, a little owl or something would be really cute too. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. So before I do that, I do want to kind of get a sense. So I'm going to forget the backgrounds for a minute. That's kind of my thought process right now. And I want to get a feel for where my pictures are going to go. This is usually where you would adjust a sketch, is to kind of adjust for the needs of what pictures you're scrapbooking. So it looks like there's 2 4x6s. I could go a 4x6, a 5x4. And then they also have like a 3x4 over here, right? And that could be down a little bit if you wanted it to be. Over here on the other side, there's a really nice journaling spot there. So you could do something like that. And then they also have little 3x3 photos. I think that's kind of small. I would probably personally go to a 3.5 if it was. I think that you could afford to go up on those a little bit here. So that's a 3.5 by 3.5 being used. But let me show you guys a 3x3. You can kind of see, like, based off of those sketches there, right? I feel like it's gonna be floating, but we can come back and change that if we want to once we start getting other elements in. So I guess for me, when I looked at this sketch, for whatever it's worth, I did adjust my steps as far as the creative process goes, mostly trying to take into account these bigger elements so that I can build up around them at this point, right? And then they also have something round up here, a circle. They have little bats that are really cute. You also notice the other elements. So at this point, I'm just looking kind of at the elements to kind of get a sense of what I might accomplish using this sketch. But I will also point out these elements down here, which is a scallop. And, you know, we have a scallop set as far as the designer template border goes. So if you like the scallop, then pull out the scallops. But you can also, of course, adjust it. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What do you guys think? Should I use, like, I could use Spook Alley. It's been a while since I've used Spook Alley, but let me show you guys that, like, right, a scallop. Now it doesn't go all the way to the edge, so I would just pull it in just for a moment, again, to kind of, I'm just getting a sense of it to get my wheels spinning here. So it's really more just a look and kind of duplicate what you see in front of you. I'm going to try to stick to that as close as I can tonight. I know. What do you guys think? What, chevrons too? Yeah? Oh, chevrons would be cute. I agree, MJ. All right, W, Spook Alley. Let me see if I can find my Spook Alley really fast here. It'd be really cute. It's been a while since I've used Spook Alley, and you know, 'tis the season, right? We actually, I believe, released this years ago, and I believe it was sometime around October. That's why we ended up calling it Spook Alley. But clearly it's not, you know, you could tell by the sketches, for example, on the back of this insert, it's not just made for Halloween or spooky memories. Yeah, none of these actually are geared towards any of those kind of themes, but it does have this more intricate. I think this is actually one of the, I was going to say harder borders to cut, but what I mean by that is not necessarily that's harder, but you just have to slow down, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute. But I genuinely do love spooky. It comes with that one. It comes with this other really droopy border, right? So I think I'm going to keep mine simple like the sketch, but this is what's great. So this is a very general, and as we're looking at the elements, you could say, well, I'm going to layer a little bit more than maybe what they did. So you could do some layering with the borders, which I think could be really fun too. And so I don't know, maybe I do want to layer. Maybe I do, because that would be, you know, instead of maybe the scallop, we could do more of a chevron aspect there. What do you guys think? I layered the triangle looking one to make mountain range on the top of the other. Ooh, that's cute, Cassandra. Good job. I love that. Debbie says it's one of her favorites. Yes, I think I used it so often. Like I said, it's kind of one of the more original first ones that we came out with. Well, it's kind of the middle ground one, I guess. So I've used it a lot, and of course you'll see lots of fun samples even in our idea books and different things like that. But it is a really, really fun set. It really is. Okay, I'm going to keep the other borders over to the left just for the sake of, and then I'm going to see later if I want to layer once I get kind of dive into my paper a little bit, right? I feel like I'm crooked. I am a little. All right. This is kind of, yeah, it's a little different and backwards for me. Like I said, I'm not scrapbooking necessarily with pictures. I think that's kind of nice, and sometimes with holiday ones like Halloween, because you could most likely do a nice Halloween page and the pictures you take will go with it, right? Halloween pictures seem to be pretty much the same unless you have a really specific outfit or costume that you're trying to match in your design. So yeah, so it should all work out, in other words. So you can see a little bit of a scallop poking out over here too. I'm probably gonna just use, well, we'll see how far I go in. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could just cut a 12 by 12 and have this little piece over here, but I'm not sure it'll be enough. So what I'm gonna do, if I wanna do something very similar to theirs, I'm gonna just layer these on top. Again, I'm just helping me to get a visual. And then I will start making this come to life, right? So I could do it all the way across. They did not do that on their sketch. Or I could simply just pull these down and, right, kind of do that, which could also work. So yeah, we'll see. I kind of liked it all the way across. It was kind of cute, wasn't it? It was kind of cute where it was scalloped all the way across here. Well, chevron, not scallops. Chevrons, not scallops. You like the droopy with the chevron, MJ? I did too. Okay, well, I'll come back to that as we move forward on that. Okay, so then I absolutely just think this haunted accessory set is so much fun. So I have, let's see, what are my kids being? I have a Star Wars. I'm not even sure which character David and Eli picked out their costume. I have a couple scarecrows this year, and I don't think Riley is dressing up. I don't think she decided to dress up. And then Lacey's being a Doctor Who. So I mean, again, it's Halloween, right? That's really the theme here going on, Halloween. And yeah. Anybody have, okay, so like, did you guys ever have a favorite costume that you guys wore? Or yeah, did any of you guys from childhood or anything have a favorite costume? I'm curious to see what maybe that would be, what character or yeah, what character that was that you were like, that was so much fun to dress up as. So you could see that this ring up here, I'm just trying to decide if I want to do rings like circles or if I want to do something completely a little bit different. Even with the titling or journal cards, I could use, you know, captions, do this kind of feel more. Or maybe I do long journaling. Or I could stick it with the, okay, you guys are still live. Sometimes Facebook does that. I don't know why. More like a strip title. I think that's kind of fun because what I could do is you see how they have these subtitles? I could do a couple of those in my journaling, which I'll have to do later. But if I maybe run that through the printer, I could do kind of a section for each of the costumes that my kids are wearing. Do you know what I mean? So I could kind of break it down that way as well, which would be really cute. A corn on the cob. It does? Oh, it does. That's hilarious. I'm trying to think you could do, if you did the stuff around it or something. MJ, that's kind of fun. A scary hobo. Oh, that would be fun to see pictures of that. My fuzzy PJs with rabbit ears. You hated yours, Leslie, you said. Oh. With rabbit ears. You know, when I read rabbit ears because of your PJs, I was thinking of like, you know, rabbit slippers. Do you guys remember like the big slippers with the big heads on them? I'm not sure they have those much anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know. But the big oak slippers, I remember having a pair of those. I think mine were bears though. Bear slippers. And I'm just looking really quickly for something else that maybe sparks an idea. And I do want to point out, even on the sketch, say, you know, of course they do a circle, but if you wanted to, you could do like a round element, you know, from that's like accents. Something like that could be fun too. So keep that in mind as you're planning to create. I kind of like it a little bit bigger. I'm just trying to decide if I like that wave with the pointy here. What do you guys think? The wavy with the pointy. I do really think that the hat on top of the pumpkin is so cute. I think it's a really cute thing. Here they have a title that goes across, and I was just thinking I could do the title kind of following the curve if I wanted to as well. You know what I mean? That could be fun. Okay, So many options when it comes to accessorizing. We could, you know, play all night. I'm not sure this big O haunted house, even though I love it, you could place it here if you didn't want to do a lot of journaling. But because of how simple this kind of look is in this sketch, I think I'm not going to overdo it. Oh, I was kind of excited to use that. I'll have to use it again some other time. I used it on another layout, but I was excited to use it again because it's so cute. So cute. Ooh, really, Debbie? She says there's going to be a full blue moon tomorrow night. I did not catch, I haven't really looked into it, I guess. I don't know. All right, so I think that's where I'm going to start. I will probably try to do some lined paper of journaling, really kind of work in my journaling design there. So I'm going to have to just leave that blank for now. I do also have these other ones in Tiny Holiday if I wanted to kind of give a little layer look. Or if you have anything that maybe you have little stickers that are smaller or something like that that you want to use up, you could. But again, I kind of love the simple, clean look, so I don't know if I want to do that either. But I do love the ghost. It's so cute too. This ghost, for anyone that might have this is from an older Kiwi Club kit. This one's really cute. I think it would be, you know, strung across a page or something, like little floating ghost. It would be really cute. All right. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to go simple and see where that takes us. And we can always, like I said, add some more layers as we go along. So now that I got a sense of what those are going to, what kind of embellishments and how I'm going to, you know, dress up my page a little bit. I'm going to backtrack now and take a look at the background sheets and we'll see how that goes, right? All right, guys. So for the giveaways, before we move on to the next step, here is my idea. Here's my idea. We're going to play the matching game where you have to pick a number, right? And then I'm going to flip it over. And I guess the difference is that now that I think about it, you guys could cheat because you could write down the actual ones when you flip it over, but you still have to get them right. So it might go a little bit easier than actually having to use your memory all the time. But the way I'm going to decide who gets to pick the number is I'm going to ask random trivia questions. And the first person that I see on my end that answers this question, then they get to pick two numbers, and then I'll flip those over, and the numbers match. Then you will win a $5 store credit. Sound fun? Okay, sound fun? I could use the, sorry, I just saw MJ's comment, the older ghost as your journaling card. That could be cute too. All right, so here it goes. Are you guys ready? Okay, so the trivia question, where did Halloween originate? Does anyone know? Where did Halloween originate? Do 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 do. Where did Halloween originate? I'm gonna wait. It's gonna take a minute for those to funnel through, I think. And some of you guys might be cheating at Googling, but that's okay. If some of you are, do it fast. Daisy says Salem. Nope. Kelly, Ireland. That's correct, Kelly. Gorbuz. Ireland. Kelly Gorbuz. That is correct. Okay, Kelly, pick two numbers, please. Halloween originated in Ireland. Now we all learned something together. So Kelly, pick any two numbers, and then I will flip those over and we will see if you are lucky winner. 4 and 7. Okay. So number 4, candy. Okay, so there's words on the back. And number 7, boo. Boo. Bummer. Almost, Kelly. I don't know. It's the beginning. The beginning is always the hardest. So boo and candy. Got it? All righty. Let's do one more before I get all distracted with my creating here. What was the name of Dracula's sidekick? Anyone know? What is the name of Dracula's sidekick? By the way, I had my daughter look these up for me just so you guys know. I was like, I don't know, something with Halloween. I knew none of these answers, just so you guys know. So I am very well educated now. No, I'm not, but in Halloween. What was the name of Dracula's sidekick? Renfield, Kelly. Kelly's a fast little searcher, I think. Okay, Kelly, I'm going to give it to you again, and then I'm going to give Michelle Wyatt, the second person that did it too. Okay, so Kelly, you pick first, and then Michelle, you were second, and then we'll see if any one of you guys happen to get a matching pair. Then we'll go create, and then we'll come back. Renfield. Yeah. All right. So pick your guys' numbers, okay? All right. And as you guys do that, I'm going to look at my lovely paper and start reflecting on what exactly I feel like will work for this sketch. 2 and 9. All right, 2 and 9. Here it goes. Scary and scary. You did it, Kelly. Oh, that's awesome. I wasn't quite sure how this would work, but yay, we have a winner. All right, Kelly, please email support@kiwilane.com. Okay, I put your name down as well. So you are the lucky winner. We'll say that everyone can win once tonight, okay? But yeah, you at least got it. Okay, so those ghosts are flying away now. They're done. And did I say someone else was going to do it? Who did I say? Now the comments went away. I thought maybe I would just wait to see what their numbers showed up. Let me see if I can get back up there. Michelle Wyatt. I said that you were second. Okay, 1 and 10. Perfect. All right, here it is. Pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Although somebody offered me pumpkin pudding today, and I was like, I didn't actually have it because I wanted the banana pudding instead, because I wanted to go with what I knew was good, but I wasn't sure about pumpkin pudding. Trick or treat. All right, is the other one. Close, but not quite as close. All righty, so we'll put that to the side and we will come back and do some more fun giveaways. Okay, so as I was showing you guys, photo play. This is photo play. So the patterns were a little bit, they're a little bit busier, but I think the back actually has a really warm touch to it as well. Kind of playful mixture here. It's really fun. I actually love this black and cream look going on. I think that's really cute. But I probably would not do, I feel like those compete. So most likely I got it so that I could use that black or the back orange on that. That's really cute. And then I also have some title cards that I maybe will do. Maybe I'll do like a title at the top and then some of that journaling. Yeah. You like the B side of the paper? The boo? Is that what you mean, Leslie? This one has just a lot of creepy creatures poking through windows, but I got it because I like the polka dots, because I love polka dots. They're so cute. All righty. So, so things that stand out to me. Let me kind of start there. I notice that there's a pattern paper, a busier pattern paper in the back, and I think that actually works. I think that works. Yeah, actually, you'll find it. That's interesting. I wonder if they accidentally did that on their sketch, because they have the pattern paper above this paper, which I guess you could do because it comes across there. So maybe we'll try that. Interesting. And then they also have these. And when you, of course, I don't have 2 of these. So I only have these 4 double-sided sheets of paper with my background. So I'll probably do this strip. I'll be piecing it together. So instead of doing a strip and a strip, unless it was 6 inches and 6 inches, which I don't believe this is 6 inches. This looks more like, maybe it could be 6 inches. It looks more like 7 inches to me. And these white pieces here, those look like maybe 10 by 10s to me. So if you had 2 or you were using like cardstock, you could do a 10 by 10 and a 10 by 10, but I don't have that. So I'm going to be piecing this together with strips to get the most use out of my paper. So first step is I'm just going to decide kind of what I want each pattern to be. And for me, I really love the pumpkin one. Like I told you guys, it really caught my attention. I do love the stripes on the back as well. I love all of that coming through and how clean that looks. That's really, really cute. And look how cute that star is, but it's not as, that's cute. I'll think about that one. The non-busy, the back sides. Oh yes, the non-busy ones. These are, yes, agreed. But I really want this pumpkin to be represented. So either I would do this as kind of setting that feel, or as long as you don't think it's as too busy, I would maybe do it here. But whenever your pictures are laying on top of something, you really want to make sure that they're not overwhelming your pictures like a busy pattern. So the closer patterns are, like busier patterns to your photos, I think that they'll sometimes compete. So it's just something I think about when I have, you know, more patterns, like a busier pattern, which to me in this case, even though it's only 2 colors, it is still busy. So I don't have my pictures. So normally I would lay my picture on top and see what happens, right? But I don't have pictures. So either I could do that here. And what I'm seeing is here. Give me a second here. This is just kind of what my process is. I'm actually standing up right now at my table too. I stand up and I try to just get a feel for what all of these layers start layering like. And once you make your first decision, the second decision becomes easier, the third decision becomes easier, etc., etc. So I'm kind of getting a sense, well, if this is a color and this is a pattern, well, both are patterns, right? Then I want to make sure that these 2 are working for each other. So if I decided that this was the 6 inch, my photos would definitely go on the top of it, right? Sometimes if you decide that you want a busy pattern and your photos are on top of it, you could mat your pictures. That would help make them stand out a little bit. I'm literally thinking out loud with you guys so that you can just hear what I'm thinking about. Or let's say this was the pumpkin and that was the one. I'm almost afraid that at that point, not afraid, but I almost think that, you know, because that would show its face down at the bottom too, with the bottom strips. I think that's almost busier if I made it that pattern. So the next option would be that I could do it as the background, which is cute, right? And then this one here, I just don't feel like those really help each other. I'm not sure this star one is my favorite. I think it's really cute, but I think it's kind of throwing off the other ones on the feel that I'm going for. So I think I made up my decision. What is my final decision? I think I'm going to go with this one being close to the photos. I think that it really makes a statement. And I think that I'll be able to really make my picture still pop. I would do the pumpkin as the pattern on the sketch, the behind one. I thought about that, but then I looked at my other options and I would have to do this one. Like I said, I only have 4 sheets, right? So then I feel like those kind of blend, and I kind of want those for my accessories. So I'm just kind of utilizing what I have. So I could use this one for the pattern that's in the back, because I don't think I would use this anywhere else. Yeah, and exactly, Gal. I could break up the business with using matting my pictures when I actually get some pictures tomorrow. So, okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to sit back down in my seat, and we're gonna cut those out. All right. So let me see where my paper trimmer is. Let me grab my paper. So what I do usually to get a feel of maybe sizing is I line it up now that I have my elements, right? That's why I did my elements first. So now that I have my elements, I could take my paper and say, okay, this piece, you guys see that? This piece right here goes to about the middle of this circle pattern, and it goes about 1 inch below the photos there, right? So I would go from here to about here, right? So then all I do is kind of eye it out, make a mark. And if that is 6 inches, then you could do just 6 inches. And I will let you guys know so that you know for your sketch what that ends up being. It's 6 inches. It's a little bit under 6 inches, but I would just do it completely 6 inches, which actually would efficiently give you your 2 sides if you want to do that. I'm still not going to do that because I would lose all of this pattern, and I'm not willing to lose all of my pattern that's on the other side because it's so cute. Pumpkin as pattern and the wiggle orange as the background. The wiggle orange. Oh, yeah, okay, the wiggle orange. This is what Carol means by the wiggle orange. I got it, Carol. I got it. We're good. And some of these pumpkins look like they're crying. Like look at that look. It's like they're wailing. And then this one's smiling because this one's wailing. It's funny. All right. Now, the other thing, of course, is I don't want it to go all the way from edge to edge. So actually, so this one I'm going to bring in, of course, and we're going to bring it in about that much. So again, I'll give you guys the exact size on these so that you know. So 6 by, let's say here, because that's how much I decided that I needed to go out with all the photos in place. So is that 10 inches or am I off? We'll see. So let's see, that's where I made my mark. It's about 10.5 inches. So 6 by 10.5. Okay. I'll write that down on the sketch, and maybe I'll share a picture later. So 6.5 by 10. 10. All righty. First cut is the hardest. That's right. All righty. Now, as far as the next one goes, that pattern, so you'll see that pattern and that pattern are the same. So it's going to go over onto the other side. So I'm going to want to go ahead and cut a 10.5 inch again, but I'm only going to do by about, 1.5 inches or 1 inch. So let me cut 10.5 inches wide first. So I'm going to go back to, well, I don't even, yeah, because I probably want to bring that down. So I'm going to go ahead and 10.5. right? And then I'm gonna go to, that's actually about, to be safe, I'm gonna go about 2.5 inches. So 2.5 inches by 10. All right. And then that strip is going to go placed behind here, poking through, and we will adjust and move things as well as we go along. But I'm not going to worry about perfectionist yet because I want to kind of get my components out. And the thing with the mats is I kind of want to get those into place so that that helps me make my layering decisions in the other places, right? Okay. My nails are really long right now. I need to go get them done. Every time I have long nails, it's kind of gets in the way. Now with the Spook Alley down here, I really think the stripe is going to set a lot of color, and I only have this much left, so I think it's a good way to use it. So what I'm going to do is take these pieces, and we're going to go ahead and trace that out of this stripe pattern here. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut the whole 12 inches out. That way, I don't really have to do the guessing work yet, and then I can make sure they line up once I start trimming them down. And go ahead and make a mark there. Right. And pull out our handy dandy paper trimmer. Name that TV show, Handy Dandy Backpack. I don't know. Those were the days. Oh my goodness, we used to watch Dora like crazy in my house. Backpack. I always think of the weirdest things when I'm live. The weirdest things come to my mind. So, as I was mentioning earlier, this one design in Spook Alley, usually what we do is when we cut it once up the middle, we recommend that you just stay on the back ends of your scissors and you just keep your cuts going. But of course, on this one, you really have to take each curve kind of its own. I still kind of glide, I kind of flip the paper with my left hand, but each one, you just got to slow those cuts down just a little bit. Now, even then, I mean, I was able to trace and cut it and all of that stuff. Not too long. I don't even know, maybe 30 seconds. Somebody should have timed me, I guess. But you can tell it definitely is a little bit more, takes a little bit more effort to do, but it's really fun. One thing I found out about the Spook Alley border is people either love it or they don't. It's kind of like a judge the book by the cover kind of thing. Like either at first glance you love Spook Alley or you're just like, no, that's not for me. Like it doesn't speak to me. Which is okay. We all have different styles and just different things, but I do think Spook is pretty fun. I didn't even show you guys the other one. Did I show you guys the other one? So it comes with that droopy one, which I don't know if I'll have enough paper with the 4 sheets. Well, enough patterns, paper selections, because I lose. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose this pattern here because it's only really one-sided. And then sorry, I was just thinking. I was like, I kind of lose that one. I could do another droop down here in orange. Squirrel, we'll come back to. But you do get this other bigger border is what I was getting to in Spook Alley too, which, of course, instead of that droopy one, it's kind of a cleaner, not as movement as the other one per se, but then this one is the other one. Right? So you could see how that it really moves the page to a different kind of mood. So it's a preference, I think, for sure. Now that I'm looking at it, if I did add one more, I might go with this one more than the other one. But I'm gonna still make that decision as I start making the other decisions. I'm not gonna make that one yet. Sometimes you just kind of move on, like I told you. Make one decision, go to another one. If you're getting stuck on one decision, then come back to it. Then come back to it. Just come back to it. I'm going to quickly ink this other edge up, if that's okay, guys. I am making a layout with Spook Alley, and it has turned out well. Oh, Shirley. I can't wait to see it. Fun. Okay, so even with, I think, with these darker, like when black is in your color palette, you know, you could choose to use like maybe black ink instead, but I still use the brown. So, you know, I think it still works on darks, lights, everything above. So this is kind of what I was waiting for, was to get those lined up in those edges, right? And then I'm gonna just take this and I could just make a mark and trim it down. But another way is you could just wait till you start adhering it down and then just cut off the excess too. So when you want to cut off excess, or you could have cut it out to be 10.5 inches, because we know that this is 10.5 inches wide on those. Let me just go ahead and do that. Hello, Spook Alley. I made a Frankenstein black and green border for the top of a layout. Darcy, did you share that in the group? I would love to see that. That would be so cute. So, so cute. All right, you guys, as I'm cutting these down to 10.5, I'm going to ask you guys another trivia question. And the first person that I see answer the trivia question gets to pick from our ghost matching game. I would say though, you know what? I just made a new rule. If you get a matching pair, Kelly, you got to do this. You have to type in boo when you win. So when you win and you get a matching pair, you have to say boo. Okay, Kelly? So if you're still watching, say boo. B-O-O. All right, here we go. Oh, this is an interesting one. All right. Out of what vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? Out of what vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? This is interesting. I did not know this. So out of what vegetable? I'm going to go to 10.5. I'm going to slice that down. Kelly said boo. Turnip. That's correct. Red turnip. All right, Red. Here we go. What two lucky numbers are you going to pick? What two lucky numbers are you going to pick? Isn't that interesting? Turnips. Had no idea. An onion, Shelly says. Oh. An onion. All right, Red. What two numbers? So I'm going to set 3 and 7. There we go. All righty, here we go. Trick or treat. And boo. Not quite. Trick or treat, boo. All righty. Here are my pieces. Okay, so now I'm going to move to the other background. Okay, really, they're different patterns here. Okay, so let me see. Where did our sketch go? There it goes. There's our sketch. So, yeah, I think my only option to possibly use some of this would be to put it in the background here. Or, I don't know, do you guys think I should keep it more subtle? I feel like that's going to take away from my other, see how this is taking away from my pattern that I just was like, I love it. I want it to stand out. I want it to shine and set the mood. Maybe I should go more this kind of look. Just tone it down just a little. The other option is I could do the polka dots, but I feel like I kind of need this for some of the embellishments. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I need that for the embellishments. So, and then this one, yeah, let me just get a feel. That's cute. That would definitely work, but I also need it for my other, for these pieces as well, unless I go pull in some cream. I should have grabbed some. So again, when you put those two busy patterns next to each other, when they're very both have a set focus, right? Like they're both screaming for your focus, it can overwhelm the page and then hence take away from your pictures. So I think the stars. I do love the chevron orange too, but I do need something for this here, this one. And I think that this nice blender is gonna help with the, what did we call it? The wiggly, the wiggly orange, the orange wiggly, the orange wiggly. The word of the night is orange wiggly. I love it. Carol, are you the one who said orange wiggly? I think you are. It was so cute. I could look for other patterns or some cardstock or something if I wanted to on that. I really need these both patterns to be like working in my favor here, but we'll get it to work. It will be fine. I always get sad when I lose one of my patterns on a backside sheet when I'm like, dang it, they should have all worked together. The stars, because I'm not going to use this whole piece of paper. Whenever, if you did have titles like this and there is mostly like one or something that you want to use, you could try to work up around it, right? So if I wanted to make sure that I had one for maybe to use on this section, I'm looking here. I think Happy Halloween could be really cute. Just in general, I'm looking. There's Magic at Night When Pumpkins Glow by Moonlight. Well, that's cute, but it's not quite the direction that I want. So this Halloween's kind of cute. I think that one's really cute. Let's see if I can get it all out of this sheet. So I'm just bringing it up because I think if you could pay attention to that, that's super helpful. But this pattern looks like it uses most of it. Now, granted, you don't have to have all that 12-inch paper behind these using up all of that paper, right? So I could simply just cut a strip for the top and I could cut a strip for the bottom and it would work. So that's probably what I'm going to do, just because then I don't have to overanalyze it with as far as, well, shoot, I don't want to lose all of that. I am still going to cut my strips though, knowing that I want to protect that Halloween. So for the top, it looks like, oh, that's probably 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably about 10 inches there. Well, let me cut the width or the length first. It's definitely no more than 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to go 2.5 inches there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is lay it down here. Again, I think this is just kind of what I would do. And I would allow this one to go over. I don't feel like we need as much here though. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that down. So trim it here and trim it there. Okay, so that means this piece is going to be 11 inches overall, and then we're going to take 11 inches and I'm going to cut it down to 7 and 3. That's what I thought. So 7 for this side, and then the pattern just flows across this page spread to the other side like so. So 7 and 3. What did I say? 7, 3, and 2, 2.5. I don't know why I'm writing this. I just can feel like someone's going to ask me afterwards, and then I'm going to be like, wait, I don't know what it was. So 3 inches, 7 inches, and this is 2.5 inches strip. All right. So then we're going to do the same thing down here, right? Because this is here. We're going to do 3 inches, 7 inches, and most likely that will be probably 3 inches. Let me just kind of see here. Well, this is 3 inches wide. Yeah, 3 inches will be plenty. So now I'm going to flip and go to the other side so that I can protect the couple that I think is the cutest. Actually, I thought this one was the cutest and that one was the cutest personally. So I'm going to go to 3 inches and that. And we're going to go to 10 inches. Was it 10 inches or 11 inches? It was 11 inches. 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I just do? All righty. Start again. 7, yes. Dang it. That's okay. I'll fix it. It's just paper. I was like, no, it's 11 inches, not 10. 7 here. So this one would go here, right? Kind of just placing those in. And this one would go here. Let's see if my cut shows. It doesn't show. I could add a little adhesive there and that would cover it. I probably could make do. So I need to turn that down to 11 inches. I need to take 1 inch off that side. So there we go. I mean, I could cut another piece out. I'm going to do it this way. I could cut another, piece out here if I wanted to. I kind of want to protect this one just in case I choose to do it. And I want to protect that one. So we'll make both of those work. All right. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the title, but I want to protect it. So I'm going to do that. All right. So on this one, so I made those, I did that wrong. So this is 4 inches. 4 inches is where I made it wrong. All right. 4 inches, and 3 inch strip. Okay. Done and done. So now we're going to just go back to these ones here, and we're going to cut, a 10-inch strip, 10 by 1.5. That doesn't look like that thick of an inch. And this one is going to be a 10.5 by, I don't even know. Well, I'm bringing mine down a closer here. So I probably only do 1.5 inches down here too. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Now I'm going to, I'm going to use this darker orange. I think that's what we decided, right? That's cute. I like it. Okay. So again, we're going to go ahead and 10 inches. And then we will flip that. And we'll go to 1.5. And I need to do 2 of those. So that's going to go right above these patterns here, just kind of backing those. Guys, what is my problem? Did I write that down wrong too? Is it 10.5 inches, not 10? Seriously. Here, let me do that again. It's 10.5 inches. I wrote down 10. Am I not thinking correctly here? Hey, Susan, you should write down the measurements. I should for my own personal use. 10.5, 10.5. They are not 10 inches. Or maybe I did 10 inches. I don't know. It's all recorded for posterity's sake here. So 10.5 inches by 1.5. 10.5 inches by 1.5. Okay. I think we have enough of that paper. That strip off. All righty, so while I am cutting my new strips, let's throw another trivia question out there. You guys ready? All right. Every Halloween, Charlie Brown helps his friend Linus wait for what character to appear? What? Every Halloween, Charlie Brown helps his friend Linus, I don't even know, Linus. What character are they waiting to reappear? Okay. You guys tell me. I cut this to 10.5 inches wide. Not 10. The Great Pumpkin. That's correct. Kristen, you got it. So the Great Pumpkin is correct. Kristen Lawson. Okay, Kristen, here you go. You need to pick 2 numbers. Any 2 numbers. Which 2 numbers is it going to be? I should watch that. I know last time we were live, I was trying to decide what I could watch with the kiddos.
Kiddos?
You guys.
I'm a kiddo.
You're a kiddo.
Oh.
Hey, can you come over here and get me a black piece of paper? I think I might need it. Is it up in the, no, over there.
Over here?
Kristen, did you write down your 2 numbers? All right. 10.5. Here we go.
We got blank paper.
No, inside there. And by 1.5 here.
Like this?
Yeah, thanks. You get me a iPad or something to put some Halloween music on? I think that would be fun. Okay, so Kristen, I got your numbers now. It is 6 and 8. I was scrapbooking, so I wasn't paying attention to the other guesses. Uh-oh. Well, then hopefully you were lucky, Kristen. That's okay. I can't remember if you're lucky or not either. So let's see. 6, pumpkin, and 8, candy. We have seen those. So hopefully you guys see them somewhere. So not quite, Kristen, but that's okay. You helped everybody else out. You helped everybody else making those choices, eliminating the choices here, guys. Right? Gail, did you say that I was making you feel better with my measuring skills tonight? It's probably this hot sweater. I was cold earlier and now I'm hot. That's whenever I go do live videos, I get hot. So yeah, so this is a way you can kind of do it. Like I said, if you have a lot of paper, you can keep those full lengths, but I want to get as much as I can out of these papers. So I am going to utilize this as much as possible. The wiggly swirls, the orange wiggly, it's the orange wiggly makes it look like it's cricket. I'm like, am I cutting a cricket line? But I'm not. I don't think I don't know now. Maybe I am cutting cricket. Kristen, you don't have to apologize. You're just fine. All right, you guys ready for another trivia? Okay. One more. Let's do another one. According to superstition, if you stare into a mirror at midnight on Halloween, what will you see? Oh, that's interesting. I told you guys my daughter helped pull these together for me, right? According to superstition. So this is any of you guys superstitious? Oh no, Karen, not Bloody Mary, no. No. Not quite. Not a ghost. No. Someone's gonna see these comments and be like, what in the world are they talking about? That's correct, Red. Future spouse. You'll see your future spouse, apparently. All right, Red, you're gonna go again. You haven't won yet, so pick away, Red. Let me know what 2 numbers that you want. As I'm inking my strips here. Julie, the 10-inch piece on the other side, it will be hidden in the embellishment. I could do that. What embellishment though? I don't have one there. 3 and 4, 3 and 10, sorry. 3 and 10. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Yay, Red. Congrats, congrats. I should use all these ghosts on a layout. I should not throw them away. I'll have to cover the numbers, but I could do I don't know. I'm gonna make a layout with those. All right, Red. Woohoo! Say boo. Boo, Red. Remember the rules. No, I'm just kidding. I made that one up. Red, please email support@kiwilane.com. They'll confirm your account and of course put the $5 store credit into your account. Fun. Okay. Is that Halloween scary movie? What is it? Is it
Just to play this?
Oh, not too loud.
I think this is the one not Halloween song.
Hold on. Turn that off really fast. I'll do this one. And get that going. It's kind of like just background music. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Sorry, I gotta ink those pieces up to kind of get a sense of where we're at so far. These are a lot of strips. I'm gonna have to start hearing some of these don't move on me anymore. Red, you're gonna want the measurements you said. Okay. I feel like that orange, see, like that really does help with just a little bit there. And then, yeah, that really does help. It's gonna be sad not to add my pictures, but I'll post all, like I said, turn it down a little bit, just a little. Can have nightmares now about scrapbooking. It can't be that spooky. Then we'll have nightmares. We're clearly gonna have to take pictures of you guys tomorrow. Eli, don't look at me that way. You know you're gonna have to take pictures tomorrow. He just tilted his head and looked at me like I was like crazy or something. Like that would be like odd or something if Mom took pictures.
Well, is Dad driving us or are you driving us?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet.
If Dad drives us, you have to stay home and pass up the candy.
Right.
So if Dad drives us, you don't have to take pictures of me.
Pictures of something. Okay, well, now we're just down to the accessories now. So we have pretty much all our mats figured out. We did it by doing strips instead of mats. And I can turn it down just a little bit more. The Monster Mash, the Thriller. You put the Thriller on, I guess. Well, this is I guess I have rights to that. So maybe I should just do the, I don't think I can do Thriller. I don't think I can do that in the middle of the.
I Whoa. Did it melt? Did it melt?
I think these ones,
Did it melt?
these two pictures right here. I don't know. It could be really cute. All right. My zigzag got switched. Your zigzag border got switched. Tray places so they line up. Oh, okay. Thank you. I was like, what's a zigzag? All right. Classic. Okay, so now on these ones, are you guys excited for Halloween tomorrow?
Yeah.
It is something they're looking forward to. We were trying to decide, but a lot of people in the neighborhood said that they were going to do it in our community. So we will be going trick-or-treating.
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
Charlie's.
Being safe, we will be safe. But a neighborhood said that they wanted to make sure that they still did it because the kids were looking forward to it and mine were as well. So we're going to go ahead and go out and about with these two. Sorry, Lacey and Eli are next to me.
We're planning to go sleep in like 2 hours.
In 2 hours, you're going to go to sleep. That's pretty much about right. I guess it's 8.
10. We're going to go to bed at 10 so we can go to bed earlier. So we normally go to bed at like 12.
No, on Friday you do. All righty. You guys are dancing. Don't ping the table. I'm trying to decide if I put the okay, Eli. Go. Silly boy. This one feels like it's, yeah, I'm gonna have to pull that up. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Did you guys know the Thriller dance? It's kind of an odd question. I never learned it, but I had friends in high school and such that definitely knew the Thriller dance. I did not ever remember it. I bet you I should tell Lacey. I don't even know if she knows there's a dance to it. I should tell her. She'd probably go learn it. Karen, we are trick-or-treating except for my oldest who is working. I'll be good. The paper, the pumpkin paper is really cute, huh, Janet? It's really fun. All righty. Sorry, I'm going to turn this down just a little. There we go. So next step, accessories. What do you guys think as far as my accessories go? I'm just trying to get a feel now that I see all the patterns here. I don't want to overwhelm it by any means. But I definitely want some extra elements on here. I don't want it to just, you know, be that. I mean, if you didn't have any elements, it would just be, you know, your basic strips and stuff, which would work too, I guess. I just kind of do want a little bit more. I'm just trying to decide that's why I knew with the paper, because it was very specific, that I wanted to see what it would kind of do. So I have, this is actually over a little bit more. It is busy. Make the cat in a solid. I think so. I feel like I need to add a little bit more into it. The drive-bys, are you saying that you just kind of put your hand out of the window and they drive by? That's fun that they're providing that. That's really sweet for the trick-or-treating. That'll be good. I think most people in our neighborhood, like I said, they started like a chat in our neighborhood and everyone was kind of tuning in. I think they're all very much aware, like, you know, it's kind of like if you were checking out at some place, you want to be extra careful, and the kids will be wearing masks and all of that stuff as well. So, but that's really fun, Shirley. I think that's really fun. So the mat that we could do a black cat, classic black cat, right? Now, if you're superstitious, maybe that's not good luck on my layout. I don't know. All right, let's do a black cat. I'm going to start there. Makes sense to do a black cat, right? Let me see if the pencil shows up on the black. Oh, it does. I'm good. If sometimes you don't, like if you have a darker pattern, this is a solid, so it works, but I do actually keep like the white colored pencils, for example. That one's not sharp, which you could do, you know, you could use your white colored pencil on it, and it's for darker patterns, like if you have a harder time with the darker patterns. So that is a good creepy laugh there. It's kind of the same, but I think because this is such a smooth surface, as far as the black cardstock goes, it seems to stand out a little bit better. Can you guys see that? Yeah. And of course, detach it. Detaches. This little cat you do want to slow down on your cuts on this little guy, but kind of thread it through with your left hand as you're cutting and doing some of those details. Right. So Thriller. Oh, this one's, I don't know. The black magic woman, huh? Hey, Lacey. Just gonna have her come change that. Let's see if she hears me. Yeah, with darker colors, it can help sometimes. It really depends on the texture of the paper that you're working with. And then of course, if it's double-sided, you can always flip your design and mirror it and trace it on the opposite side of the paper. If the pattern that you're hoping to have it on is not showing, then maybe hopefully the back side of your paper is not as busy or dark. So that's kind of that. Okay, this little cat, I'm kind of excited to not use it necessarily in a, like a Halloween or spooky feel, but more like just a typical cat page. I have a lot of cat pictures these days because we got a new little kitten in the house. And so the kiddos are kind of excited about that. So we take a lot of little pictures of the kitty. So it'll be fun to use that cat in a different way. So, I don't know what song this is. It sounds good. You usually get more ink on your fingers with these little ones than on the actual paper. Make sure I kind of see how I do that. I kind of do put my finger behind it just to protect that paper from bending. All right. Cute. Little black cat. All right. Cute, cute. All right, you guys ready for another trivia question? Here it is. Who wrote the novel Frankenstein? Who wrote the novel? Who is the author of the novel Frankenstein? We are all going to know a lot of new things about Halloween. It'll be good. All right, Black Cat. I have a few layers over here happening, and I have a busy site over on this side. So, and I don't have any more paper. This is legit all the paper I have. I have this full sheet, which I'm going to use the polka dots, and then I have those. So because of that, I'm probably going to do this in polka dot to keep this piece for an orange pumpkin, and then maybe a black hat to pull the black cardstock back over here. And the reason why I decided to go that way is because I don't want to do this piece in this orange, the wiggly orange, because I already have it here, and you want to keep them away from each other. So by layering it over here, they won't necessarily touch each other. It's kind of what I went through there. Sorry. Oh my goodness, I was chatting. Now I got to see who got it right. Hold on. I was totally chatting. Sharon McDonald. Mary Shelley is correct. All right, Sharon. Here's your numbers. Pick from these numbers any two matching ghost. We're looking for matching ghost on that. I'm going to go ahead and trace that out. Mary Shelley is correct. Yep. Who said that they made the Frankenstein? I'm trying to remember with the papers. I vaguely remember. That would be really cute. Okay, 1 and 6. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, Sharon. She was ready for that one, I believe. Sharon, good job. Okay, Sharon, email support. I'm writing down your name. support@kiwilane.com to claim your prize. Okay? Fun. Okay, we only have 2 more left, y'all. Boom. I love it. Thanks, Sharon. We only have 2 more left. I better finish this page before that's all done. We'll see. Trying to decide if I was kind of questioning this one, but that's okay. I think that will be cute. All right, so I'm going to trace the outside, and then I'm going to go ahead and trace the inside on that. And then always recommend to detach it from your large piece of paper. Otherwise, you will be working with a lot more frustration than is necessary. I love how these cuts, they're kind of fun to just like it's fun to kind of move your scissors in and out of these waves. I don't know, there's something fun about it where you kind of just kind of gliding that through, again, with my left hand as my right hand kind of stays stationed there and glides it through the wiggles, like so. All right, now as far as cutting the inside out, normally whenever we're designing with any type of these rings, I mean, most of the time you never design where it's just kind of on its own. So for example, naturally I intuitionally, clustered another thing on top. So because of that, I'm just going to clip right in and then cut the inside out because I know that that part's going to be hidden. So there's no point to overcomplicating it. And that's it. And we might use this piece over here somewhere. I don't know. I did want to add a little bit of the thing down there. So Shirley, I am actually using its photo play paper. It's called All Hallows Eve. And so I just had those 4 sheets of paper that I was working with, 4 double-sided sheets of paper. And so I think it's going to be pretty close and tight to using all of that paper up. We'll see how much paper we have left after all this is done. And then of course I used just two black cardstocks as my background. I need to get a new dauber. Mine is starting to shed. It's got dandruff. All right. Guys, I love polka dots. I love them so much. Ah, they're so cute. They just add such a fun, playful element to mostly everything. So cute. All right. And then we'll go ahead and cut our little jack-o'-lantern out. This sheet, I'm not going to worry about cutting the top of it out. I'm going to just leave that and then cut across because I designed it. I want to put the hat on top, so there's no point for me to cut that little piece out of it. As far as the face goes, I will show you guys here for any of you guys that might be wondering. Whenever you see designs like that, we use them as a stencil. So see, I started my cut and I should have detached it. Sometimes I do that, but it really is helpful when you just detach it. Usually when I do that, I start noticing that it's more complicated and I'm like, why is this more complicated? What's going on? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm messing with this big, huge piece of paper. All right. Cute. Well, hopefully this is getting you guys semi in the mood. You guys getting in the mood? I'm getting in the mood. For some reason, just seeing that little pumpkin with that hat on top of it is so cute. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little black witch hat out of this. Like so. So cute. Dandruff, that is hilarious. Well, thanks. Yeah. Kind of what happens, I guess, with age, right? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I actually do get pretty, well, I used to get worse dandruff for whatever it's worth when we were living in Idaho, you know, with the humidity. I think that really helps my dry skin overall. So, yeah. I don't know if that's true for any of you guys, but all right. Even the black paper, you think, well, do we really want to ink it? But I actually think that little bit of ink on black, it really gives it a shadow, like a shading look, like you shade the sides of it, you know, even though it comes across not brown, it comes across as being more black. I think that's really fun. And we'll add some pop-up. Anytime I have 2 layers like that, I instantly think pop-up, add a little pop-up to it to make it, give it a little dimension. That'll be cute. Okay, so for the face, we're just going to trace those on some pieces of paper. I was just trying to think, what color do I want to do? Maybe I'll use these pieces right here. Let me see if I have enough. Okay, probably get the face out of that right there. So you're going to use these as stencils, right? So that I just basically trace on top of them. It is helpful if your pencil is like sharper, like it's actually not as dull as mine. I feel like you get closer to the edges, you know, or a mechanical pencil. Yeah, that's a lot better if you're not using such a dull pencil. Okay, so I'm going to get that over there, and then I'm going to trace the eye out. trace this eye out. And then we'll come over here, or right there. I'll trace the nose out. Okay. So I'm gonna detach that. Yeah. I'll share my humidity from North Carolina with you. You were just wanting to gel, yeah. So I'm gonna just clip these. Very simple. They are little itsy bitsy pieces though, so you'll want to move those over. I don't know, maybe they don't stand out as much with yellow. I'm trying to think. Oh, my nails are too long, guys. What do you guys think? You guys see it? Maybe I should do like a cream. Hey, Lace. Before I cut all these out. I don't feel like it's popping. Maybe I should do black. Should I do black or cream? This yellow is just kind of blending with the orange. Here, I'm almost done with the smiley face and then we'll get a real closer look at it. Let's see. I could doodle around it. You guys think black? Well, then do you think the black hat, like you think it will take away from the black hat? That's the only thought that goes through my mind. Again, sometimes when two colors are so close to each other, they kind of compete instead of balance each other. It's kind of standing out. Maybe cream or white. Black? Well, let me see here. It takes away from my cute little black witch hat. It just takes away from it a little bit. Here. I have some white, but by the time I ink it, I don't know. But then will it stand out too much? Okay, I'm just gonna cut one more out of the white and we're gonna know for ourselves what we think. It probably would. You're right. It probably would stand out. We'll give it a go. It does look like there's a little candle in there. I think the white would be like too bright is what my concern was. Okay. Why not? Instead of cutting another one out, right? Okay, I'm gonna move my pumpkin closer to my work spot so I'm not reaching all. I can't pick anything up with these nails. They're in my way. I should go get my nails done tomorrow. I won't have time though, I don't think. I have to get a couple other things done, unfortunately. All right, they've grown out too far. They need to be filed back down. Are you guys singing to the song? Put some gold stickers around the edge, like stickles or stickers. Oh, there is actually a cream on the other side. It was the stars. So that's what it would look like being cream. And then that's what it would look like. The orange, yellow, the yellow. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do the yellow and then do some stickles and stuff? Be cute. All right, I'm gonna go with it. You guys like the cream? Okay, hold on. Now I'm confused. Here, hold on. Let me put it back in its place because now I have to really just dig. All right. There's the cream. All right. I'm torn because now I'm like, well, the stickles would make it look, I kind of liked the candle concept when somebody said that. I was like, oh, it does look like there's a little candle in it. Maybe I should do, no, I don't know. Sometimes those little things, man, they sure catch you in your tracks. I like the yellow. I think I'm gonna go purely for the fact that I feel like the cream's like now standing out and competing too much with the other ones. But I think we can do some doodling like you guys said, and we could maybe make it look like it's shimmering with some stickles, right? This is just a little glue pen. I've had these forever. I don't use them much, but these little pieces tend to work better, and it's actually helping me by picking them up too. Catch it. I think that's what's fun about these spaces, that you don't have to be like perfect, right? They're just funky. And I actually have not carved any pumpkins this year. Maybe that's what I should be doing tomorrow. So much to do. So much to do. Did you guys, any of you guys carve any pumpkins this year? We have not. Do you guys like carving pumpkins? By the way, we used to have, I wonder where that blog post, they're working on the blog post. We used to, one year we used the designer templates to trace out designs on our pumpkins instead of doing like, and that was really fun. That was, we did it at a, as like an office party. That was really fun. Okay, so I'll have to pull out my stickles. That's fine. We'll come back to that. Where's my sketch? So kind of liked that down here concept, right? This little like circular thing coming down here. There's a little bit more room between all of that though. So let me see what I can do. I think maybe if we did that's kind of cute, just leaving it as a full circle. Makes that pop just a little bit more. Looks like a moon in and of itself. Well, then I don't know if I want to do a moon up here because then kind of takes away from that. Also, from having top, bottom, that really balances it too. Trying to think what else I could do. Kind of like up here. I don't know. Maybe I have some. That's kind of cute. What if you did a moon on the circle? Like a crescent moon. I think what color I would do that in. Kind of out of colors at this point. I don't know if I need it. What do you guys think? The bat, maybe, Kristen? Another black bat. Let me find that. Let me see where my bat is. Cute. Could do a bat. There's also this pumpkin that was one of the Kiwi clubs. I could do an orange pumpkin over here, a polka dot pumpkin. Just add another pumpkin element. Spooky house would take too much room on my page. I kind of liked the simplicity of the, I'm going to ink it really fast, the circle. All right, guys, as I'm inking this, let's do another trivia. We have 2 more winners we have to give away before we finish this layout. Okay, here is the next question. Y'all ready? Okay. I kind of like the simple feel of that. Sometimes, you know, of course I love the pumpkins and I love all of those designs, but I think something like that could be really cute. And maybe I'll do just a couple like buttons or elements just to kind of add a little bit more texture to it. Okay, question is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable? Is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable? This is kind of a 50-50 chance here. So who's the fastest to get it right? Or maybe, you know, yeah. It's a fruit, y'all. It's a fruit. Okay, the first fruit that I saw was Shelly Ryan. Shelly Ryan, you're the first person that I saw. It is a fruit. I know some of you guys were saying vegetable. Naturally, we think it would be maybe, right? Because like squash and stuff. I know. Okay. Shelly. Pick 2 numbers. Oh, hold on. There we go. Pick 2 numbers, Shelly. She's a man eater. All right. Watch out. I'm trying to think. I can go find my stickles. Where are they though? Where did I put them? I just like cleaned up my closet and I put everything in a new spot. And now I'm like, where did I put that? That's why you don't clean things up. All right, 4 and 8. Here it goes. Candy. Yes. Good job, Shelly. Okay, so Shelly, please email support@kiwilane.com. And one other little lucky winner out there. We'll see if you can get it right. All right, so Shelly Ryan. Congrats. Boo, Shelly, boo. Well, any other thoughts on what to do with this layout? I could add the bat. I don't know if I need to. I like it. I could just adhere it down and I don't know. Part of me just thinks, oh, that came together really nicely. Came together. I will be adding more now, remind you. I'm going to be adding, it's going to get a lot busier because I'll add some journaling here. Actually, why don't we try to play with that for a moment really quickly. So a happy Halloween. I was thinking of doing something with that. So let me think here. What if I could do, could be really big. Is that too big though? Yeah, that's way too big. It's not gonna work. It's gonna overwhelm the page. Let's see, I have a skinnier one. Let's see. They're all too little big. Any thoughts, y'all? Tiny bracket? I probably cut out a piece here. So I I saw this really cute way to do a ghost. I'm gonna have to show you guys here in a minute. Anyways, yeah, it'll be really, remind me. Don't let me hang up with you guys until I showed you. Label on left bottom. Oh, maybe, oh yeah, maybe down here instead of at the top. That could be cute. Bring it down and then have like the journaling go up or something. Here, let me see if it fits in there. Yeah, it'll fit in this one. That could be cute. I think the tiny tag Karen will be too small, but I could do it upwards where it's up here with like those, you know, strips, like a strip of paper. Let me just cut a piece of paper just so we have one. And we can guess on those measurements again, get them kind of figured out. So I'm thinking probably, oh, I don't know, probably 3 inches. I'm going to start with 3 inches. Okay. All right, so if we did a 3-inch kind of effect going on here. Now, if you have a little journal paper, that's great. Or we could even do where we tear the side. I'm gonna have I'll have to pull out some journaling lines here, y'all. But we could have fun with the journaling. I'm gonna be brave, and we're gonna try this handwriting. Well, I can't handwrite because I don't have the pictures yet. I guess I can journal before the pictures are even on there. I was just thinking a little texture could really help, right? So maybe if you tore that, it's so wide, it's like standing out too much. All right, let me see what else I got. Let me see what else I got. I mean, I could put, I don't have to put the journal there. I could put it maybe somewhere over here, or the title. If I tucked it in and did. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to play around with that journaling. That's a lot of journaling. Gail, where are you? Gail she's amazing at journaling spots and sections. Light green or yellow? I don't see any yellow. There's no green in this paper, so I don't want to pull green in. You could pull green in, but usually if I don't see it in the color palette, I don't pull it in. But you could do the opposites. It's just, I wish I had that little bit of the darker solid yellow. I could probably find a piece of cardstock. It would just take me a bit to figure that out. All right. I definitely think we can get this Happy Halloween somewhere in this layout. Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? Maybe I put it here. Your alls are getting more and more frequent every time I see you. It's funny to hear you say it. I know. I didn't even notice I said it a lot. I didn't even notice, Gail. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's because it's so contagious. So contagious. I want to add some kind of journaling thing there. I think it's kind of fun occasionally to do a very expressive journaling spot, you know, something that's very animated. They take time though. Sometimes with journaling spots, I feel like it's like scrapbooking another little mini section off a page because it's a little bit more intricate. If it's not just a basic journal square, then it's like, okay. I don't know. I'm going to come up with a good idea and then I'm going to share it with you guys. I don't know what that good idea is yet, but it's going to come. It's going to come. Tuck the title on the right page at the top between the pumpkin and the orange, and get the journaling in the space of the left page. What about the tiny favorite banner and celebrate? Oh, I could try that one too, Deb. Do you have a cream or vanilla? We need to see this when you add your pictures. Yes, Carol, I will share it once I add my pictures tomorrow. I can print them off and I will share a picture either on Sunday or Monday. We'll see. We'll see. But I will share a picture. Let me find telling me celebrate. I'm going to try that and then we will decide what we think. So she was saying maybe this one, which does have a little bit more movement. Now, as far as being able to trace it out, though, I could trace the Halloween out and then just cut the square happy out and then layer it on top. I could do that. That could be cute, Deb. I kind of like how it goes with the movement a little bit more. And then I could put like the happy above it, like happy Halloween. I'm just going to get this, just feels so bulky. The only other thought I had was, I think my second favorite would be maybe, you know, like down here, but it would be, of course, straight, not coming up above the pictures, but like clipped in there. Oh, I kind of like the banner idea. Yeah? Okay, let's give it a go. It's just paper after all, y'all. Oh my goodness, I just said it again, gal. It's just paper after all, y'all. It's kind of got a ring to it. It's just paper after all, y'all. All right. So I'm going to cut the L's off just a little. Oh, I didn't want to cut that Y off like that. So I'm going to move it down. And do that. Okay. See how that works. I could use tombstones, Darcy. That would be cute, like the large tags, and put that there. That could be cute. I was just saying that's what I wish that I had a little bit more, but I'm sure I can find some cardstock that maybe to pull on. Okay. Carol, good night. Night, y'all. Cute. Thanks for joining. All right. And then let's cut our little happy out. I'm just going to cut it into a square, like so. And the edges. All right, you guys ready next for the next trivia question? We're pretty much hitting that time of the night. We still have a couple trivias left. All right, here it goes. Hold on, I gotta read that one again. Hold on. Okay, I'll come back to that one. That one's a tough one. I think it's a tough one. Okay, what is the original name for what we call candy corn? Oh, that's kind of a tricky one too, though. What was the original name of what we call candy corn? And then I'm going to put some pop-up on that. Oh, I don't know what this song is. Let me change that. All right, there we go. Chicken feed. Yes, chicken feed. Okay. Karen Kipatrick. You're the one who I saw first on that one. Karen, what two numbers would you like to pick here? 5 and 7. Okay. Oh, how perfect. We landed on the word boo. Boo. Awesome. Karen, you're a lucky winner. You win. I love it. So I really do. I need to scrapbook a page with all of those adorable faces that my daughter drew on all of those ghosts. So cute. Okay, so I'm going to cut that paper and we're going to put the Halloween kind of covering that L section like so. We'll do something like that. Okay, Karen, please email support@kiwilane.com. Patrick. All right. Karen. Okay, so here are the other trivias for whatever it's worth. You guys ready? We're gonna finish it off with some trivias and then I'll let you guys go for the night. And then once I get my page done, I'm gonna add some buttons and I gotta find my stickles. I really don't know where they are. I'm like looking at the closet right now and I'm like, where did I put those? And then I'll add my pictures and I'll take a picture and share it with you guys, the finished layout. Okay, so here are 2 more questions and we will just do another random winner for this one because this one's a tough one. So for somebody that can actually get this, I will for sure give you a prize just like the other winners. All right, here it is. Complete this lyric from the hit song, Halloween song, The Monster Mash. I was working in the lab late one night, ... Can someone finish that lyric from the song Monster Mash? I was working in the lab late one night. Then what comes after that? It's a tough one. It's a toughie. I was looking in the night late one night. It's something like that, right? I was working in the night. I don't know. There we go. Sharon McDonald, you got it. Good job, Sharon. Too bad I can't have you come up and sing it, right? Good job, Sharon. Well, happy Halloween, everyone. I hope that you guys avoid any black cats tomorrow. And if you happen to be staying at home, of course, hope you enjoy it. If you do happen to be getting out, please make sure to be safe and keep your space and be aware of others and but still have fun. I'm sure your children will love it. I know that mine are very much looking to it. It's been one of those years and they're mindful of it. They're very respectful of it and they're looking forward to it. So anyways, so yes, like I said, it turned out pretty cute. I'm excited to put my pictures to it and you guys have fun. I can't believe it's almost November. It's insane. One more day of October and we're right into November, which begs the question. I saw this question earlier. Do you guys put up your Christmas tree? Like, do you guys start decorating for the holidays right after Halloween? I'm more of a after Thanksgiving person, but somebody told me they do. Jessica, who is, you guys might have spoke with Jessica before in support. I'm pretty sure she said she's the one that puts it up like November 1st. So yeah, I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know. After Thanksgiving, that's where I'm at, Deb. Karen says, no way, after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving. So none of you guys are a November 1st person. Well, that's good to know. I'm not as abnormal. Good. That's right. Let's enjoy the fall a little bit longer. This year is going by way too fast to speed it up anymore. All right. Well, let's enjoy Halloween before we get to Thanksgiving for sure. All right, guys, happy Thanksgiving once again. Thanks for joining me tonight. Keep playing, creating, and connecting, and we will connect with you guys soon. Bye, guys.